Hello, this is George. I'm going to continue my 100-day art project, and this is a listing of 12 types of content I like to explore. Um, the flowers, letters, numbers, mini mandalas, tiny houses, and open, which is basically whatever I feel like doing. Um, the other ones, the my art therapy, random doodle patterns and shapes. Those are the ones I currently work with. But the one I really want to do today is on washes. So I'm not going to use my die because I already know what I want to do. And with the intro that you already saw earlier, you'll see the end result. So let's get started. Oh, before I forget, which apparently I did, before I turn off my phone, which is right here, um, today is day number 20, and the video is about using stencils for your next easy watercolor background. I'm using a stencil, and I'm not too concerned with neatness, but you place your stencil on top, use whatever color you want, and the paint will, in some areas, go underneath the stencil, which is part of the charm of it. I'm using the brush that comes with the set of paints with the Winsor Newton, but if you want to use another brush, one that is larger, that's fine. Some of the areas are more pigmentized. I made that word up. And since it's basically water, it'll be easy to clean up. Get a little bit of green. And I think we're going to hear some fire engines. So I apologize for that. Gently move up. Let's see what we can see. And like I said, you can use any kind of uh, stencil that you have available. Just have fun. Dabbing in a little bit. I know it looks terrible, but you'll be, I think, surprised at what it looks like when the real bill comes up. And as always, be careful. Now you can have it dry totally, but I'm impatient, so I like it. It's cool. So I'm gonna wipe off my stencil a little bit. I got this idea from when I used this technique with acrylic paints, which you can always use as well. So, what do you think? But don't worry, we're not done yet. I'll be back when it's more or less dry. See the organic shapes that are going on in here? This is very cool. So, you can have this the way it is, but another way you can add a little more interest is I'm going to pour a little bit of water in my well. I'm going to gently apply a little bit of water to it. Some of the water will lift off the paint depending upon how dry you've let it become. Like this. This is a nice balloon. You can accentuate it, but also apply a bit of water and pigment. Here I'm using a bit of yellow, but you can use whatever color you want. You can go with contrasting colors or harmonious colors. Like blues generally work well in watercolor in general. And you can just mess around. Now you can try and ruin it, but I pretty much guarantee you won't be able to, because you'll find areas that you want to explore more. A little bit of red, because red is good. Again, the important thing is to have fun with your supplies. And I'm going to flick it a little bit because it's fun. And drop in some water. Sorry about that. my brush hit the camera. The more variation you accomplish with your background, the more interest you will be able to create with your doodle. So I'm going to use a little bit of paper towel, and I'm going dab around a little bit. And I know it looks bad, or at least different from when I started, but you can belay any step that you want. So I'll let it dry, and I will be back. So this is the finished background on here.